Wow, you can like hear my breathing. What are you doing? Huh? Good boy. Good boy. Huh? Good boy. Strange, guys. I have no clue. Wow. Okay. Give me just a second here. Let's see. Okay. So anyway, guys, I've got the phone in one hand, the GoPro in the other, on a nice tripod that I got from my friend CJ. And yeah, there's quite a bit of delay on my end. The GoPro is set on cinematic, so maybe the stability will be okay. This is weird. Okay. And for some reason the chat is not updating on my phone, but I could see everybody's chat on the computer, which is really strange. So anyway, what a test run here. Man, I like the quality of the video. Looks freaking awesome. Brownie. Bear with me, guys. For some reason, I can't see any updated chat on my phone, which is just strange. Really, a big delay between the stream on the phone and the actual stream on the GoPro. Let's see if I can set something up here. A little straight action going on. Okay, what are we looking at? That's not bad. Where are you, Jake? Jake? Come on, Jake. Jake? Where are you? Huh? Jake? Where'd you go, boy? This is so weird. Very strange. Jake! Come on, boy. Good boy. Huh? Where's your toy? Where's your toy? Huh? Good boy. Get here. Huh? Come on. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? Huh? Give me a second. Ball here. Good. Where's your ball? So strange. So yeah, guys, got quite a bit of delay, but finally I got the chat to load on the phone. I had to exit that and come back in. But I always knew there was a Wi-Fi connection on the GoPro. And then today I was jacking around with a GoPro app on my phone, and it had me update the camera, right? So I updated, and right after I updated, it asked me if I wanted to go live. And I'm like, go live through the GoPro app with the Hero 8? I'm like, okay, let's try. So here we are, and yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I really like the quality. And let's see, now the chat's updated. So Rong Sat, Kun Rong Sat, Sawadee Cup, Brock's in the house. Yes, I have the day off. I actually went in this morning and made a fresh batch of biscuits and a fresh batch of gravy and made some dry mix for the pancake mix. So kind of went in early and got all that set up. But yeah, the girls are running the show, and I needed an extra day off. I've got some my immigration, my 1-year extension coming up real soon, so I'm working on that. Got some new health insurance that I'm delving into. So I got a lot of stuff to do at home, and then I'm gonna go see my buddy from Canada this afternoon. But this was not planned, trust me. I was just like updating the GoPro app, and then it prompted me to go live, and I'm like, well, why not? And you know, like I say, there's quite a bit of delay on my end as far as what I'm seeing, but the chat did update, so I can see everybody in. Got to Love Thailand. Top to You was in very early, thank you. Jeff Johnson, Mr. Mitch, Richard Travel, Rong Sant, Jeff Johnson. Video quality looks like 1080p, very good. Yeah, Savasti Krap, Capcom. Thank you, Rong Sant. Steve Bynes, great color and clarity. I mean, I love the GoPro Hero 8. It's a great camera. And it also asked me if I wanted to use a hotspot to go live. So I'm thinking, I can live stream with my GoPro and use my hotspot, so I can use the GoPro camera from the beach. And yeah, it did say, when I went live, Richard, it said 780p, right? Because that's all you can live stream with is 780. But I agree with you. I mean, I'm looking at the video quality on my phone, and it's a much better live stream quality. So, you know, the GoPro, the camera always has something to do with it, regardless of the stream, right? Hey, Tom Bernard's in the house. Yeah, this is an Android. This is a Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. And this is what I normally live stream with, but we're live streaming on the GoPro, and I'm operating the GoPro with the GoPro app on the phone, right? So yeah, normally all I do with the GoPro app is I access the SD card and the images and videos that's on the camera, and I can like do things with the GoPro app, but I've never used the app to control the camera and go live. But when I opened the app today, I just got home a little while ago, and it asked me to update the camera, right? So I turned on the GoPro and did the update. Right after the update, it prompted me to go live with the GoPro through the app. So very, very interesting. I've still got a lot to learn, as you guys know. Cab driver 361 in the house, thank you. Tom Bernard is like, I think he said 5 weeks out. We're counting down the days till he's in Thailand going through the ASQ program. William Poole, good morning. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. So let me, you know, the GoPro has got great cinematic quality, right? Great stabilization. But I thought probably while it's live, I won't have that cinematic. Because when you go live on the smartphone, it's got great built-in stabilization. But you don't get to keep any of those settings. When you go live, you know, you got to be in a gimbal. You guys see a lot of people doing live streams from their phone, you know. You got to be in a gimbal or you're just all herky-jerky. But going live with the GoPro, I mean, it's not in a gimbal. It's just on a tripod. That's it. So, but it's on the cinematic setting, wide-angle cinematic. So let's test it out a little bit more and do some, hey, you better stay. Let's do a little bit more movement here. And what's cool is the so you can see the delay there, right? So I'm like talking to the camera, looking at myself talking, you know, 30 seconds ago or whatever it was. You can see we've had quite a bit of rain, so the grass is coming back. So I'm gonna have to get my my weed eater from the open mic and bring it home and get things trimmed up around here, but not too concerned about it. But I got my own old man glasses on so I can read your chat. Don Muret. How is Dan doing? Hey Don, thanks for coming in, man. That's a new name that I don't recognize. Thanks, Don. Dan's doing really, really well. He had a nice big breakfast already this morning. So let's do a little moving around. You know, normally on this cinematic widescreen on the GoPro, I mean, it's just really smooth. You don't need a gimbal, right? It's really smooth, built-in stabilization. But on a live stream, I don't know. It looks pretty damn good on my end. But again, I have a major delay. So, yeah, let's just do a little moving around. See. Man, it looks pretty stable. It's not too jerky, is it? Steve Bynes, Triple T, you need to mow the lawn. You are so right. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, we got some deep grass there. Lost Boy, nice yard. Thank you. Yeah, in Thailand, we don't have too big of yards. Oh, you only have to do 1 week quarantine, eh? Well, that's awesome, Tom. 1 week, guys. That's great. Can I call you later on Messenger? I have a question for you. I'm taking the whole family to come see you on April 12th for 6 days. Where should I stay? Yeah, give me a call. Give me a call. Yeah, there's some nice places right in walking distance of the open mic, or, you know, if you want to be close to us here, we got a nice little bungalow style resort right down the road here, like a 1 minute walk from our house. So yeah, give me a call, Got the Love, if you want to be down by the beach, which you probably would want to be by the beach, right? I mean, since how you're coming from Surin. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you're looking at anywhere from 800 baht a night to, say, 1,000 baht a night. There's a lot of options in there. So yeah, let's go around the house here and see if I can get a idea how the stabilization is going to work. I appreciate you guys coming in. I got 31 in the house. I really appreciate it. It's just a learning experiment, really. I had no plans at all, guys. Honest to God, it was just after the update from the GoPro app, it prompted me, and I'm like, do what? Go live from the Hero 8? Okay, let's try that. The Lord Nelson's cool, but the resorts are better, if you ask me. There's a resort called Phala, and it's really decorated nice with lotus flowers and stuff. Individual, you know, like 1-bedroom houses and stuff. It's really, really nice. But yeah, Lord Nelson's got good reviews from people that have come and stayed there. So yeah, we did a little yard work yesterday. This old canopy here was shot. It's just a cheap one, and the storms got the best of it, so we disassembled that. And there's Brownie, aka Ass, H-O-L-E. She's still got a lot of pup in her, and she likes to chew things up that we don't want chewed up and stuff like that still. So anyway, so that's a little tour, man. I'm kind of liking the footage. Like I say, the delay is quite extreme on my end. So right now I just came around the back side of the house on my end, but live we're back out front here. So anyway, guys, that gives you a little tour of the yard that terribly needs mowed, and we still got a lot of trimming of bushes and stuff to do. It's like I say, normally in dry season you just forget about yard work for several months, but this is an odd dry season. We've had quite a bit of rain and expecting rain today, which is why I didn't go for the motorcycle ride, because it's a pretty high chance of rain today. But you know, I'll be able to kind of review this footage, and like I say, I can use my hotspot. I've got 4G unlimited plan on the phone, so you know, The only thing is, the GoPro battery on the Hero 8, the life is normally not that great. I think we could probably get an hour out of it. That would be about the best. So anyway, geez, man, what an experiment. If I can go live on the GoPro here, that gives me a whole nother gig. Let's see here. Yeah. That's better. I don't want to be too close to you guys. Let's see. It'll take a minute for me to... I'm already sitting in front of the camera. I don't know if you guys can see me in front of the camera. And here I come on my... This delay is really weird. Okay, I will call after the live stream. All right, buddy, I'm available. I'm available. It's a chill out day. I just got off the phone with the bank, and they're going to send me an email. This year I'm doing the monthly verification method to extend my visa. I've always just done the lump sum in the bank before, which is pretty easy. You just get a letter from your bank and bank statements, right? That shows that you had the 400,000 baht, because I'm on a marriage visa. It's 400,000 baht in the bank. You had that 3 months prior to your application, right? So it was really, really simple to do the lump sum. The monthly method, I seen Foreigner Joe did a video on it. I think someone else did, I'm not sure, but a lot of guys are doing the monthly income method now, so you don't have to maintain that lump sum in the bank, especially when you've made investments. I mean, Joe's building a house, I've made investments in a business, so it's a lot more convenient just to use the monthly income method. I have my veterans pension direct deposited into my Thai bank here, so it's way more than I need per month to prove my monthly income on the marriage visa. But in addition to the 12-month bank statement, you got to have this letter that certifies that those deposits, and they all have like the same code number, the IFT, International Foreign Transfer, and then there's a code number. The tail end of the number always changes. Each monthly deposit will have a different number, right? But the first like 6 digits is always the same number. So that basically, it's weird, like the money gets direct deposited into Thailand into Citibank, and then Citibank distributes the money to my bank, SCB. And I think that's kind of how it works with most international transfers. They come into Citibank, go to Bangkok Bank, go to various different Thai banks from there. So anyway, I had a long conversation with my bank this morning about I got to get the certification letter, and I'm still way early. I don't have to do my application until April, but I like to get, verification from the immigration office, take my 12-month bank statement and this certification letter from the bank, take it down there and be like, is this what you need for my monthly income verification, right? And then that way, when I apply in April, I know I've got it covered. Okay, so, man, I'm impressed with the video quality. But anyway, other than that, I got nothing going. I'm going to go see a friend this afternoon. But I need this time off. I've had a little, kind of like a tennis elbow issue going on. No injury or anything, just kind of overworked, flipping those eggs and doing all the stuff. And so I've got some medication from the pharmacist for that, which makes me a little tired. I didn't take it today, but I took it the last couple of days. Got a really lot of good sleep in. Got over all the worrying about Dan. Dan's there like clockwork, so we're all good there. The girls are trained up. They've got customers right now, so they're doing a great job. We got a brand new customer from Taiwan in this morning. So anyway, things are just great for me. And yeah, I'd love to help you out. Like I say, I did make some videos there, but and Julian K. Glasser, he stayed at that Phala resort as well. Him and his girl stayed there for a couple nights when they came and visited. So if you like hotels, Lord Nelson for sure. If you'd rather have the resort, Phala, or there's Phala Resort, which is like 1 minute walk to the beach there. A little further walk to the open mic, maybe 10-minute walk to the open mic, but you're right there on Phala Beach. So But we'll talk about that, yeah, whenever you have time. I'll be available. But anyway, sleeping is overrated, Bill Clark. Yeah. Use a battery pack. See, I've got 4 batteries for the GoPro. But I could use a battery bank to charge the battery that's in it to keep it going. I'll have to play around with this GoPro live stream thing, but I tell you right now, I am jigging the video quality. I've got my phone turned down so we don't have any echo, right? And I've got it going on the PC in there too, so I'll watch the playback. Should be good audio. I can always use my Rode wireless microphone with the GoPro too, so there's a lot of things I might be able to do to improve my live stream stuff, because this would be great, like if you're live streaming from the strip up here in Bonchong, like I could set it in one of the sports bars and have the GoPro out, filming the strip and kind of people watching, and that way I could sit here with my phone and monitor the chat, right? It would be pretty good. Yeah, so colors are excellent, Richard says. Not sure if I'm a fan of the GoPro wide setting. A bit weird on the sides of the screen now. But I'm weird, so what do I know? No, that's true. The fishbowl lens. I could go to the linear setting, and you can still have the cinematic on the linear as well. So, I just don't know what... It's an experiment. I'm going to have to play around with it, but hey, you got to start somewhere, right? So not a bad start. At least I can sit here and monitor the chat and not have the camera, and have the phone in the gimbal and all this other stuff, right? It's pretty convenient. I think CJ, same but different, has streamed this way before. He's got the Hero 9, and I always thought that you had to have like an additional kit. I've watched some YouTube videos on live streaming on the GoPro. Maybe they were just trying to sell this kit. Got some construction work going on over there. So anyway, but no, I don't have to have anything. I just updated the camera today, and here we are. So okay, well, just send me a message. I'll send you my phone number. Do you have a Line app too? Line app's kind of the most convenient thing, I think, in Thailand. I'm probably sure you probably do have Got to Love Thailand. You can always add me online. As soon as I finish the stream, I'll send you my phone. The 9 Maxim came in the house. Well, thanks guys, appreciate it. I think I need a GoPro. Ha ha ha. I look young. Finally, really a couple of good nights sleep really makes a difference. Yeah, I just had a lot on my plate lately, and had that big worrisome 5 days about Dan, and just, I've been going 6 days a week since about 1st of December when I started creating the menu and getting ready to open the breakfast restaurant. So, it's good for me to, chill out and get some extra rest. And, I've got chronic pain, and so, but anyway, the pharmacist gave me some pretty good medication, and it's kind of like a really, really strong ibuprofen kind of thing, and anti-inflammatory, and I didn't have any side effects other than, you're a little drowsy, but I slept really good and my pain levels are down. So not something I want to do all the time, obviously, but it's not a narcotic or anything. And yeah, thank you for that. I think the sleep always helps, right? That's right, Tom. Yeah, 40,000 baht per month is what you have to show. Depending on the exchange rate, I'm anywhere from 98 to 107 on my pension, right? Because my pension is like $3,227 a month. So, yeah, I've got other money in the bank in America, and I have another pension that stays in America, right? So a lot of guys, have worries about, oh, I don't ever want to have my money transferred into a Thai bank, blah, blah, blah. And listen, I understand those concerns, but I don't think there's any, once you've kind of immigrated and you're living here permanently, there's no issue. And the thing about it is, there's no fee. It's just like a direct deposit. So there's no fee, there's no deduction. You get the fluctuation in the exchange, because they're gonna, when it comes to Citibank, it's US dollar, right? And then it gets converted right then, whenever the deposit gets converted to Thai baht and then transferred to my SCB. Now I like SCB Bank. It's basically the bank in Thailand that's owned by the monarchy, so I mean your money's pretty safe but I think a lot of guys use Bangkok Bank, Citibank, but it doesn't really matter. To me, it's like those funds are automatically deposited at the first of every month into my SCB bank account. I've just never used the monthly method to prove, my financial status to extend my visa. So I still went ahead and got a 12-month statement, and those are all, each page is stamped and signed by the bank, right? So you got to have the originals. You got to have originals of everything when you go to immigration. They don't just accept copies. So it's just kind of preliminary, stop by. Especially, I'm not sure about the certification letter that they're going to email me. So all I can do is print that off from the bank, take that and the 12-month bank statement, ask the immigration officer, is this what I need? Because we used to be able to get a certified letter from our embassy. I could go to the American embassy and get that letter, and I used that for the first 2 or 3 years I was in Thailand, just to prove my monthly income. But the American embassy no longer does the certification letters, because the Thai immigration required them to verify. And what the embassy was doing was just taking the word of the American citizen. So it's a sworn affidavit. Yes, I swear my pension is, X amount of dollars per month. Sign here. The embassy stamps it. That's what you took to immigration. It's really, really simple. And when they stopped that, because the embassy wouldn't verify it, when the Thai immigration asked them, say, we need you to verify those incomes, not just a sworn affidavit. And the American embassy's like, no thank you, we're not doing that. So then I just started using the lump sum. I'm like, okay, I'll just keep the 400,000 baht in the bank 3 months before you apply, right? So you can show that money was there. And then your first 90-day report, so 3 months after you get your visa, you show your bank book again that you still have the 400,000. And then after that, you can't withdraw less than 200,000. So, there was a maintenance required that you had to keep this balance. When you use your monthly income method, it doesn't matter if you've got 2 baht in the bank, as long as you can prove that those deposits are coming in every month, right? So it's just a much better way to do it when you've got investment and finances going out. You don't have to worry about keeping that lump sum. So anyway, it's my first time to do it. I'll definitely share the experience when I'm done with you guys and let you know for sure what it required. Everything else is the same that I did last year, and you have to make 2 copies, the originals, a copy, you give both of those to immigration. We always make a 3rd copy, so we've got every paper. I think it was 34 pages of application to extend my visa. We've got every copy of that we did last year, so we can always go back and review, right? Has there been any changes in requirements since last year? No, but we are using the monthly income method, so this is a change, right? So anyway, a lot of people say it's really difficult. I've always done it myself. I know a lot of people just pay an agency, and the agencies get frontline access. They got multiple passports, multiple people, and then when you show up, the agent just waves you. You just go right on through the queue, and right, easy done, easy peasy, and it's not that expensive. But I just like doing it myself, because that way I'm educated after it's all said and done. So I've never had a problem. Yeah, 400,000 baht in the Thai bank for a marriage visa. Retirement visa, double that, 800,000 baht. And then there's that maintenance. Like I say, you got to maintain it. It's not like you stick the money in the bank, go show them that you got it, and then take it all out, right? They're trying to make sure that people can take care of their own finances. That they can, they're not going to be dependent on the Thailand taxpayers, right? To support them. You're self-sufficient. That's all. They're just trying to verify that. I can't blame them for it. You don't want people coming over here that don't have any income. And before, they had quite a few foreigners that were homeless, and you know, sleeping on Beach Road and Pattaya and stuff like that. I think most of those are gone. Really, I think that since the immigration really started cranking up enforcement back in 2018, I think most of those issues are over with. And then, of course, it doesn't affect anyone on a tourist visa. You know, you don't have to prove anything. A tourist visa is a tourist visa, right? But any long stay visa, whether it's non-O family or non-OA retirement, you know, you still have to extend it every year. And then, of course, I don't know anything about the elite visa other than it's expensive. But my friend James, Chocolate Man in Thailand, is on the elite visa. That definitely eliminates a lot of headache. But I think it's about 500,000 baht that you put up on that, you know. Anyway, interesting, Mitch. Film and sound perfect. Thought that I could call it. Okay, I'm behind. Good one, Steve Bynes. MR. Yes, I'm an American citizen. I always will be an American citizen. I will never renounce my citizenship. My passport is American. The only way you can become a Thai citizen and actually have a passport, a Thai passport, you have to be born in Thailand, like Julian K. Glasser. He's a Thai citizen. He was born in Thailand, right? But he still had to do a lot of paperwork because he was raised in America. He's an American citizen as well. So when he came back to Thailand, he had to take care of a lot of paperwork from the time of his birth. His mother, I believe, had already passed away. So there was a lot of hurdles he had to do to get his citizenship. But that's a unique one, right? You're actually born in Thailand. So the other way is you can become a permanent resident. They call it PRS. Permanent resident status. Okay, and what that gives you is they call them house books, or in Thai you would say Tambian Ban. Foreigners, expats can get one, and they're yellow, and it's basically just verifies your address, so you don't ever have to go to your local city hall and print out a statement that shows you're still at the same address and get it stamped, and that proves your address, and it's valid for 60 days. Again, you can only use originals. So you can make copies if you want for your own record, but no one's going to accept a copy, right? You have to have the original document. So that's what I've always done. Like when I bought my motorcycle, I wanted it in my name, the insurance in my name. I had to go get that address verification. Well, if you have the yellow house book, you don't ever have to do that. So a lot of people that have been here, I never have done it, but a lot of expats do just go out and get the yellow Tambian Bond, just an address verification. Other than that, it's really useless. Well, permanent resident status gives you a blue Tambian Bond, just like a Thai person, right? So you're registered as a permanent resident in Thailand. Now you have to be on the same exact visa, meaning you never let it lapse, right? You can have multiple re-entries as long as you had a re-entry stamp, right? You have to be on that same visa for, I believe, 4 full years to be eligible to apply for permanent resident status. I'm eligible now. I'm actually 5 full years on the same visa, and there's quite a bit of paperwork involved in the permanent resident status application. It's 7,500 baht. Application fee, non-refundable, so whether you get it or not, you're going to pay that, right? But the big benefit is the blue Tambian Bond. So you are a resident, and also, like if one of my daughters wanted to come over, they can actually get a non-O visa because they're related to someone who has permanent resident status, right? So they can get a family visa. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to having PRS. But the blue Tambian Bond, I mean, that's awesome. So then you can get, you know, your actual Thai identification number. I mean, I've got a Thai driver's license, a Thai motorcycle license, but those are still foreigner, right? This is an actual Thai with the chip in it, right? So you basically get a lot of benefits with and then you never extend your visa every year. You're a permanent resident. Now you still have reporting, like 90-day reporting, stuff like that. I mean, you still have to stay in touch with immigration. And then after you hold a PRS, permanent resident status, for 10 years, 10 full years, you can apply to become a Thai citizen and actually get a Thailand passport, right? So, you know, if I get PRS this year, then in 2031 I'll be eligible to be a Thai citizen. But I know to get PRS, it's a pretty lengthy application. Most people use an attorney. I probably won't. I'll try to do it all myself, but a lot of it has to do with your contributions to the kingdom, your ability to speak the language, at least in some regard, to be able to read and write some language. But I've heard various different levels of what's actually required on that. Depends, there's a lot of discretion on the immigration officer, right, that you're applying in front of. So anyway, I'm going to shoot for that. But you know, I've worked for the high school, so I can get a nice letter from the director of the foreign language department at government high school, you know, for my, you know, kind of like a referral letter and what did he do for the students when he was there. And then I can do the same thing at the academy. You know, my boss is a 3-star general. He's the commander of the entire infantry division in Thailand. So having a letter from him talking about my dedication to the cadets and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Blackie! Blackie is showing Brownie who's the boss. Calm down. Anyway, so I got a lot of things going, and now being a 47% shareholder in a corporation in Thailand, having a work permit as the general manager, right? And of course, I've got past history of work permits as a teacher, so, and I'm paying taxes and all of that. So, you know, chances are I'll be able to get the PRS, and they only issue 100 permanent resident status per nationality per year. So only 100 Americans will be granted PRS in 2021. The window for the application is around October. So you submit your application in October, right? And then you find out, I think by the end of the year, whether or not you were granted PRS. So, but anyway, great question. And I will always be a U.S. citizen for sure. Greetings, MR. Andy Stubbs, Steve Bynes. Yes, I have line. Okay, got to love Thailand. TTT's line number is T 867 8675309. Good one, Mr. Mitch. CJ in the house. Good morning, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Talk to girlfriend 4 hours a day online app. Good one. Good one. Hello, Steve. Hello. Everybody saying hello, CJ. How is the family? From your Cayman Islands account? Sounds suspicious to me, Mr. Mitch. SCB and Casa Corn. Okay, Tom Bernard. I've heard a lot of people say they like Bangkok Bank as far as the Farong. I don't know. I've never had any problems with SCB. I mean, there is a little English communication problems with the regular tellers, right? But once if you need something, you know, you talk to the main person, they have good English skills. And of course, SCB's got a call-in center. You can always talk to somebody that's fluent in English. Yeah, I've never had any problems. Timothy Steak, greetings and salutations from South Dakota. Freezing. I imagine it's pretty cold in South Dakota. Cheers to South Dakota. Thank you all. Me and my family doing well. Good to hear that, CJ. Timothy Steak. Sue Rowan. Good job. Good job. See, I kind of like this. I've never live streamed. Well, I've live streamed with my webcam, you know, at the PC. But yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Hey, CJ, you're my inspiration, man. I'm live streaming from the GoPro Hero 8 today. First time ever. So this is an experiment, unplanned. It just kind of happened this way. So, but we like the video quality. We're not too crazy about the fishbowl because I got it set on wide angle. So I might switch that to linear. I don't know if I can go in and switch the settings while I'm live. Probably better not try that. But anyway, CJ, you're my inspiration to try it anyway. Honest AJ in the house. How much is the visa fee for an OA Thai retirement visa? It's 1,900 baht. Same thing for my O visa and the OA. Don't ever pay more than 1,900 baht. That's the actual application fee. Now, if you want to use an agency or something, you pay the agency whatever they want, right? But a lot of guys get trapped into paying what we call T-money. If you get a little hassle from your local immigration officer, depending on where you're at in Thailand, right? It's the same word in Phasa Thai, in Thai language, as it is in English. It's called corruption, but in Thai they say corruption, right? It's like a little bit, I didn't say it right, but anyway, it's the same word. So a lot of people are aware that some of that exists amongst the immigration police in Thailand. So I just encourage anybody to never do that. Like, just don't ever do it. I never have. I pay 1,900 baht every year. That's my annual fee to stay in Thailand. And then your 90-day reports are free. There's no charge. You go in there, hey, I'm still at the same address, bingo, bango, you're out in 5 minutes, right? So I would never participate in what they call T-money, or trying to get your application approved by giving a tip or something. Just don't do it, is my recommendation. There's no need for it. Bad Badger in the house. But anyway, good question, Honest AJ. New name, but we got a lot of new subscribers, so thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Good morning, Bad Badger. Tony and I have plans pretty soon, so thanks for coming in, Tony. Peter D. Hi everyone, I gotta run. Alright, Mr. Mitch, I'm way behind on the chat. Thank you. If you're already gone, you can't hear me, but thank you for all that you do. Appreciate it. Bad Badger's in, he's also a mod. Andy Stubbs, Wrong Sat, Kun Rang Sant, Su, hi Tony. Stay safe, Mr. Mitch. Timothy Steak, should the letter from schools be in your possession now? Letter from schools. I missed that, Timothy. Letter from, oh, like a recommendation letter? No. I mean, I can get those via email or even Line app. Yeah, I communicate with my old bosses all the time. Hey! So it's not, I mean, I'm going to put it all together myself. Like I say, a lot of people would use an attorney for a PRS application. But, I'm stubborn. It's not that I don't have the money, but I want the education. And, the thing about it is, an immigration officer has discretion, but they cannot accept an application that's not complete, right? They don't have that discretion, because what do? They mail your application to headquarters. Now, depending on where you live in Thailand, each region kind of has a headquarters of the immigration. In the eastern region here, goes to Central, goes to Bangkok. I'll call him back. So, Chang Watana. Oh, cool, Brownie. Chang Watana is the headquarters. So that immigration officer can accept your application as complete if it's not complete, right? They don't have discretion to do that because they send it off. The final authorization is from the headquarters. I will call you back. So basically, I mean, I've got time. The application for permanent resident status is in October. So I'll already have my annual visa extension based on marriage to my Thai wife, right? I'm getting ready to do that in April. I'm just doing the preliminary stuff, like I say, because I've never done this monthly income verification before. So I want to make sure I got my ducks in a row before April gets here. The 12-month bank statement was 200 baht. So if they need me to print out another one that goes from like April to April, because the one I have right now is from February to March, is the one I have, the 12 months, right? So, but I want to get the preliminary. I got the statement, and now they're going to send me this certification. I'll print that off, and I'll go chat with the immigration. Just go down there and say, hey, I've never done the monthly income before. Get an actual officer, right? Push the queue for the 1-year extension, right? So you can actually get one of them that handles that. Go in there, spend a few minutes, say, is this, I just want to make sure. And they may tell me, no, the certification letter you have from SEB is not going to work. The bank statement's good, but you need a certification letter from Citibank. which is where, like I say, those deposits arrive from abroad into Citibank and then get distributed from there. So, but I'd rather get those answered now. So anyway, I've got plenty of time to get all the letters from the schools. It's just, like I say, it's just credentials, like anything you can put in there. You know, I'll put in a lot of photos of me and the cadets and me and high school students. And, you know, it's basically, like I say, it's your permanent resident status application. They're only going to give 100 that year. So let's say I turn mine in and 1,000 other Americans have applied for the same thing in 2021. Only 100 of us is going to get it. So the more credentials, the more contributions you can show that you've given to the Kingdom of Thailand since you've been here, because you had to be here on the same visa again for 4 years before you're eligible to apply. So you've been here a while, right? So you got to show your contributions to the kingdom. So I'm going to, you know, obviously put like the best CV credentials I can get in there, right? So anyway, but that won't be till October. But I'll definitely bring everybody along. And if I get rejected, then I'm out 7,500 baht, and I'll try it again the next year, you know. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll be happy to get it though. It's one more step. It's like you come here as a tourist, you get a non-immigrant visa, right? Then maybe you get employed, you get a work permit, so now you're in the system there. You start paying taxes in Thailand. Like you keep going up the rung of the ladders a little bit, right? And so now I'm part of a corporation. I have a work permit for my own business. I'm paying Social Security tax on Thai employees. I'm paying VAT tax, sales tax. I'm paying income tax on my salary at the open mic, right? So I got all of that. Got an accountant. You got to have it registered every month. So I'll have all that, right? And in my previous employment, my previous work permits. So, you know, I think I'd be in good competition with all the other Americans that are going to be applying, which would probably be a low number just because a lot of people went home, right? Or got stuck here on tourist visas. And they, you know, again, you have to have the same visa for 4 years to be eligible. So, and out of all the foreigners in Thailand, the Americans are, I would say, definitely the minority. Definitely, even more so than Canadians, which is weird because about the same distance away, right? So, Siri Broker, good morning, good morning. Thank you for coming in. I'm just testing out this GoPro live thing, man. William Poole, thank you, goodbye, goodbye. You will buy cheap if you can. Yeah, okay, good, good, good. Let me catch up here. So, greetings, Timothy Stick. Anto 501. Songron is on. You know, it's all speculation about the vaccination passports and all that stuff. I don't really want to know, so I'm not going to get into it. But Songron is on. The Prime Minister gave the green light. Of course, there's still that, you know, be cautious kind of thing. But yeah, it's the biggest water party fight in the world, guys. It's going to be cram-packed. It's going to be everywhere in Thailand. April 13th through the 15th, but it actually extends on into the weekend.